Hello, welcome to Pass the Vows, and we have just watched the reunion dinner party.
Have indeed.
Everyone attended except Brooke,
Yeah.
Chris. I think that's all.
Yeah, I think
Everyone
that's
else
it.
has attended, which is
Yeah.
quite surprising given how turbulent and tumultuous
Tumultuous, yeah.
the show has been. And we see that uh, Rachel and Steven have been split.
Yeah.
Steven has said 2 weeks into the experiment, I can't do this. Marriage is too much for me. Maybe I'm supposed to be a single guy. Something along those lines.
Yeah, it seems
Yeah. And Rachel has entered the dinner party alone and then there was a new information. Beck met Stephanie at the airport and Stephanie and Danny are chatting. Beck has been, I don't know, grilling for Stephanie. What do you say?
yeah,
Hoping that,
she's hoping to kind of expose more than really was apparently there.
well, there was something. It's not that there wasn't
I
anything.
didn't say nothing, but she's trying to make it out like there's way more there. They're just
Yeah,
hurt and
she,
projecting.
yeah, she's hurt. And then Stephanie also, apparently, she called back, found out that they have broken up, and then started messaging Danny, which is
Interesting timing.
interesting timing. Apparently, Stephanie is a homebreaker.
Well, I don't know. Apparently not, because if she waited and then confirmed they'd split before she started trying to get involved with Danny, even though she claims she get involved with Danny, then
Of course.
that's not home wrecking, is it? Because she's made sure that he's available
Y-
from the other partner. So she's not even taking his word for it, she's taking Beck's.
Yeah, but how you have to see it as Beck and Stephanie are like friends.
Yeah.
When your friend is split up with a partner, and if the other friend jumps onto that partner, it almost feels like she's waiting for it, and she would jump on anyone's partner. Being in relationship is just, she's very manipulative in that case. We have seen during the experiment.
Yeah.
Even though Tyson and her both have more or less similar views, she would always,
She's careful about how she says
yeah, is the PR training, being in social,
real estate.
being in real estate, yeah,
Yeah.
client facing job, she knows how to talk, so she's cut around. And yeah, she didn't look good.
Well, I don't know. It could have looked a lot worse, but just to kind of skim over it and don't know about you, maybe get it out the way. Philip and Stella, unsurprisingly, are all still good, and they had apparently managed to keep their engagement a secret from, and then they announced it at the cocktail party before the dinner party got started.
Yeah.
So, they got to tell their story. And yeah, they're all going good, so there's not really anything else to say about them. It
S-
continued to go well.
Scott and Gia looked good separately.
Definitely look really good separate.
Yeah, they
Did they
didn't,
sit separately? I didn't really notice.
I don't know, I haven't noticed, but they didn't have beef, they didn't talk much.
No,
I mean, they didn't show us them talking much or anything. From
no.
then,
So,
Alicia walks into the,
Alyssa's expectations before arriving at the dinner party, an apology from David. She was expecting it from him. I think she needed it from him more than anything else.
yeah.
He said the only thing that he would change about Final Vows is the speed he left and wishes he'd sprinted away like Usain Bolt.
Yeah,
He
Alicia.
definitely confirmed with himself he made the right choice.
And have you seen the energy that David brought to the dinner party today?
Oh, absolutely. That was
That's
a confident man.
that's his real self.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about. In the show, both had their, what do you say?
Persona?
Not persona. Both had like, together. They both had something to gain from the show.
Yeah.
Like both their priorities have aligned. He put up, she was being drama, she was saying things, she was putting him down. He put up, and in the last week and half, he brought them to light.
Yeah.
And today, he brought more. He shut up.
Oh, absolutely.
He walks into the, she comes into the dinner party, and she kinds of sets a narrative as if he was rude. He just walked away, he said mean things and all.
Yeah. He spat in my
He
face.
spat in my face. She used some really strong language. She's like, that's the most disrespectful thing anyone had done to me. Unless you have looked at your TikTok comments.
I haven't seen her TikTok comments. I'm guessing they're quite brutal.
They were quite brutal.
Oh
I mean,
gosh.
the TikTok, I have seen some of the TikToks that made over the car
Oh yeah.
advertisement.
Oh
She was like, the minute she comes, somebody comes and says, no, thank you, we have seen.
dear.
Yeah, she got brutally trolled, but moving from that, he walks in, David walks in.
Yeah, he walked into the cocktail party, didn't he? He was greeting everybody, goes over to greet Alyssa, and just so you know, are you good? And she's like, am I good?
Yeah, she brought the attitude
Oh,
right away.
yeah.
She's like, okay, he walked away, and then she's like, no, no,
We should
I'm gonna
talk. We should
talk.
talk.
She goes there, she kind of starts being a bit rude, and she's like, you spat on my face, did this, you did that, you have to give me apology. And he's,
He said he couldn't stand there, listen to her even longer.
yeah, I don't want to be lectured by you. This is a waste of time for me. You did your things, I did I listen to you most of the relationship. You don't fucking listen. And he just walked off.
Well,
Uh,
not before she called him a coward and a little boy.
yeah,
She
she
really
got
tried her best to rile him up and get him to kind of retaliate back and get him angry, but he kept so calm. And
he
in
just,
true Alyssa style, she still kept trying to shut him down when he wasn't giving her what she.
yeah, she wanted an upper hand. She came to the show for two things, hoping for this multimillionaire uh, GS like body or Greek god body and everything. And when that she did not get it, her second alternative is to be in the show,
Yeah.
get as much as fame, and then walk away from the show without getting harmed. But she got against a man who is from the streets. His thinking is from the streets.
Oh
At least I'll
gosh.
have to tell you that. And with that, we'll see it ending. And Beck has been telling Rebecca about,
Well, like you said, she bumped into Steph at the airport. Is that
yeah,
right? And they had a conversation about the messages, and Steph let her look at the messages and listen to the voice notes. Apparently,
why did
yeah, that's what
she
I
do
was
that?
wondering. Just a bit
That's really
odd.
stupid. That's
So Danny and Stephanie had been messaging, but Steph asked Beck not to bring it up at the dinner party. Who then immediately brought it up to Stella and Rebecca at the cocktail party.
yeah,
Steph arrived and Beck immediately spoke to yeah, Steph arrived and Beck immediately spoke to her about the messages. And in like the Voxy, the director camera and producers only, Steph said like it's just not deep. I don't want to talk about it. So fuck off, Beck. She
yeah.
just didn't want to have any of it. She didn't want to entertain it.
Yeah, she didn't want to entertain it because she got caught.
Yeah, probably.
See, the way Steph has been trying to spin doesn't work with me because she's like, oh, we are both in real estate, we are both friendly. No. Are you telling me that you are sending your other colleagues bikini pictures of you? Come on.
Yeah.
At that point, she lost me. Like, yeah, I understand. Where she lost me is when she was talking to Beck as a friend and then messaging Danny at the same time. That's where she lost me because that's very snaky. And for I understand that Beck will get most of it, but
Yeah.
Stephanie is not walking away because every woman that has seen it knows that Stephanie is not to be.
Well, maybe, but like you say, she knows that Beck's going to take most
That's what I'm talking
because her
about.
behavior. Like she can't help it. Like
Yeah,
she spirals.
yeah, when she spirals, she can't help it. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
In the show, she might not take the same flack, but in her personal life, yes, she's going to get a lot of flack from other wives because she works in real estate, which is, man,
Well, that's how she tried to frame it when it came out to everyone else, didn't it? Like,
yeah,
oh, I just messaged him asking if he was finished with the experiment and is he back at work and has he had any good deals? And
yeah,
it was just business.
sending bikini pictures. So
It
you
was
send,
business.
so you send colleagues, every other colleague, a bikini picture of. Is that what you are saying? I don't think she's walking.
It's good for the
Scott.
sales.
Yeah, it's that's what I'm talking about. the way Beck might get most of the flack for how she behaved, but Stephanie is not walking
Yeah,
scot.
yeah, not completely.
And it has been nice to see Tyson. He has been,
Well, he admitted he was there for the drama, but
yeah,
didn't
he was there for the drama and he did not do anything. He kind of
he?
initiated the things which
Yeah, he
would
was
have
like
been
ding ding
initiated.
ding ding ding. So David, why didn't you listen to Alyssa's like vows at the final vows? Why did you leave?
Yeah, I think that was. You see,
Calculated.
David is more calculated than this dumb blonde Alicia. She thinks that she is really smart shitty. If not for her pretty privilege and white pretty privilege, she won't be where she is.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
and sometimes she forgets it. She thinks that she is really smart.
Do you think
She
she knows it
what?
that she has white privilege? Do you think she actually knows it?
No, I don't think she
Exactly.
knows.
She's
I think
completely oblivious.
she thinks it's all her, everything she does, like, yeah. So she started going at David again and again that she has never done anything in
Yeah.
respect, and David brought the grass is greener and Stella tried to say this and all.
Yeah, all the
and
dirty
then
laundry was in that.
and then David is like, should I bring the dirty laundry too? Stella is like, bring it, there is nothing. He did
Yeah.
not, I don't know if he talked about exchanging the socials on grass is greener.
No, he didn't, but he said about
The
how Stella got a quote unquote friend's number on a flight back from Adelaide during the experiment when she'd flown back to Adelaide to return a dress. Now, if that doesn't scream like climate change, I don't know, but never mind.
yeah,
You know, like she kind of got another man's number on the flight. She tried to saying stuff that David had done, but it just wasn't getting her anywhere.
it's just not getting her. Once David had revealed about this man's number and the
Yeah.
grass is greener lunch and everything.
Yeah, I think it was Beck that was like, "What? Another man's number?"
Yeah, I think that's when everyone
Everyone was
kind
just
of
in
turned
disbelief.
around. Yeah, everyone turned around and the table is with David and
Yeah.
sta-
Alyssa just didn't get it, did she? She just didn't understand and didn't like that David was actually not having any of it. He's just switched off. He's just, I'm
yeah.
focusing on me. You're not going to get what you want from me. And she just is like, oh yeah, me too, doll. Me too, doll. Every time she's called him doll, which has only been in like the last few episodes when they've had a falling out, is when you can tell she's had enough and she's saying it to be patronizing. And he
Yeah.
said it back. It's like, yeah, me too, doll.
Yeah, and she's like, oh, you spat on me, you spat on me. He's like, I walked away, you're calling it spat, and she's like, I deserve an apology. You do not deserve it. That's
Yeah.
it. She shuts up and then she comes before camera and she talks about, oh, I'm falling in love with this
Yeah.
man. She splurts a bunch of bullshit.
Oh yeah, all that crying in the Voxy and like I fell in love with that man and blah, blah, blah. It was all fake. It was all just, oh, I lost the argument. Feel sorry for me. Blah
Now I
blah
want to
blah.
play the victim, and she
Exactly.
doesn't know how to play the victim,
She's
sadly.
not good at it at. And then Danny pulled Beck for a chat, and
Oh
she was
my
like,
god.
"The ink hasn't dried on our divorce papers." Beck, you weren't legally fucking married.
All
Piss
right.
off.
All right, if that's what you got, from what I have seen, is Danny completely gaslighted. He took no accountability. He's like, until the last 2 weeks, what he was saying
Yeah.
and what he said at the vows is completely different. Beck is trying at least Danny to admit that you weren't in, because everybody knows that everybody knows
Yeah.
that even Rebecca, who is for 3 weeks or 4 weeks.
Well, yeah, I know, but he's never going to admit it. But the thing is, he said so many different reasons over several different days. He can't keep up with what he said.
Yeah,
That's the issue, isn't it? Because
yeah,
one day it was one thing, and then the next it was a list of then final vows, it was of other things.
yeah.
So, which is the main one you're going to go with? Because that he's just not that into her is not going to be the one he actually says, because then he's going to have to face questions of, well, why did you sleep with her repeatedly? You know,
Yeah,
why did that intimacy increase towards the end? We know it was to keep her on side, keep her happy, because she complained to another man in a group full of people that she's not getting enough sex.
Yeah, and if he had issues, he could have issues at any point of the time, but no, he waited till the show is over, and he's a soy boy, let's be honest.
Oh,
He
what?
soy boy.
I don't actually know what that is. I heard it on there and I was like,
Soy boy is, I don't know. I don't know if he's soy boy, but he's the boy that's he's a clown that just speaks big, but he
right,
doesn't have anything to back up or act on.
right,
Just
okay.
because you don't say anything, Danny is worse than Beck for me
Yeah.
because he just,
Yeah, that's fair. He's just being a character.
yeah, he's
He's
just being a
playing a character
character.
and
He's a coward.
there's no real substance.
Yeah, there is nothing real about him. He might think good about himself, but I think most of the Australia that has seen it must have known this man slept for everything.
Yeah.
He got fed food, he got paid, he's a little bitch. He acted like a little bitch in the experiment while talking really big.
Yeah. A couple of things that made me laugh a little bit was that, Danny arrived at the cocktail party and Beck greeted, and then Beck was like, "Oh yeah, just watch now." It was to Rebecca, we're like watching Danny greeting Steph, and I think she was disappointed that the greeting was very, very the term very,
Simple, plain,
very
nonchalant.
the words on the tip of my tongue. When you say like it's to a friend.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
I can't think of the bloody word. It's gonna really bug me. But yeah, it was very like brief, very polite, and nothing involved. No like little lingering touch, even for a split second. I think she was expecting to be some like brush of the back or extra kiss on the cheek or something ridiculous like that. And then,
But Danny knows, like,
of course,
he
he
knows
knows
how to
everyone's
put
going to
on
be
a mask.
watching, of
Yeah, he
course.
knows how to
But
put
then
on a mask.
obviously it showed him off to camera, just be like, is that it? Like he felt he got off really lightly with Beck's kind of welcome to the cocktail party
Yeah,
and like the hello. He was expecting some kind of reaction, surely, and then when they sat down at the dinner table, that's when it started. He sat next to her and he was like, "Oh, would you not prefer Steph?"
yeah,
Sending love hearts.
yeah. And
Yeah. And then the next bit of chaos involved Gia, but just puppetry as she does, with Tyson as her puppet, or
yeah.
rather, it's kind of funny really because Gia was the puppet master, Tyson was the puppet,
Yeah,
but as a puppet, Tyson was also holding another puppet because Gia involved Tyson because she didn't think that Beck kicked off enough at Danny. She clearly wanted more drama than she'd seen. So Tyson then was delighted to get the information about Steph and Danny messaging each other so he could stir the pot even more. So he asked Steph if it's true about the photos that were sent to Danny. So his puppet ended up being Beck, who then kicked off even more.
yeah,
He got to
backlost
sit
it.
back again.
Yeah, I mean, backlost it, but I don't blame Beck for this one
Yeah.
because
It was
she
it was played.
finally realized that she got played by Danny.
Yeah.
Danny might come before camera and say, "Oh, see how wild she is," and all. Come on, Dan. You are not the one to say. There is nobody who would trust you, and definitely you might be from East London, but there is no gang in East London that would actually accept you.
Oh, I bet. I, I'm from East London. I'm from London. Do you know what? I wish I knew the geography of London better or had thought to look at. But he's probably from like East London. He's probably from the furthest reaches from people would class as the East End as there possibly is.
Yeah, I
It's not just a point on a compass. East End is like it's an area. It's not just geographical.
No, what I mean to is when he says he's from East London, he might have been born in England,
Yeah.
like at 10 moved on. The talk about he's a shit talker, let's be.
Oh yeah, he just talks a load of shite. I know that much. Still, it's just one of those like, oh, okay. So was that like Dagenham or was it Isle of Dogs? Like, how far from central London? How far east did it go?
We don't know, and I don't care. He is no gangster. He's
He's
mostly,
definitely
yeah,
not. That's
he
the point, really.
yeah, he's no gangster or no strong man. He just puts on a face. He knows how to argue. He knows how to put a mask on better, but beyond that, Yeah, there is nothing much substance about Danny, so he can call himself what he wants. He says that he's not going to attend the reunion commitment ceremony, and I'm okay. You run away, man. You run away because you are afraid of John because John had your number. That's the main reason you do not to
Do you
come.
know what's really funny? 50 years ago, men were dying in trenches. A few weeks ago, they were hiding in toilets. And now Danny's too scared to even show up.
Exactly. Exactly. It's all the things. Yeah,
Yet progressively more
because
cowardly.
yeah, very cowardly. But with
Oh
that,
dear.
let's end the show.
Yeah, do you think we'll do another one for the reunion commitment ceremony? Or do you call it?
I don't know. Until we see it, we cannot tell.
That's true. Okay, well, maybe for the final time, maybe not. See ya.
All right. Bye.